Toyota has just discounted its hydrogen-powered electric cars from an original price of over $100,000 to $17,000. That's not a joke. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Great to see you. Toyota is still investing into hydrogen-powered cars, not just hydrogen fuel cell-powered vehicles, but also hydrogen engine cars. You know, basically like an internal combustion engine, but it burns hydrogen instead of gasoline. They run at extremely hot temperatures. They therefore do have a propensity to melt down. But anyhow, Toyota has just revealed some staggering discounts on its electric cars. And to be honest, it's kind of difficult to accept that this is real. And to be honest, it is real, it is and it isn't. Now, I'll explain more. The press are all reporting that Toyota has discounted its Mirai fuel cell vehicle by $40,000 US. The original price was $67,000. They now cost $27,000. Now, the original price was actually more than $100,000. Toyota have discounted them over the last year or couple of years down to $67,000 US. Now they've discounted them to $27,000. Basically, why are they doing this? Well, Toyota is saying that the reason they're doing this is because this is an old model. This is a run-out sale. Not really true. The old model is exactly the same as the new model. There isn't actually any changes to the new model. Now, technically, the Mirai currently has an MSRP of $67,000 plus destination charges in its limited trim. This vehicle, of course, is only sold in California because there's no hydrogen refueling stations, or almost none, outside of California. Toyota dealers are offering now $40,000 US discounts, bringing the price down to $27,000. And the reason for this is because, well, no one's buying them. Toyota previously offered a $30,000 discount and also a $15,000 fuel card. So not only can you get a $40,000 discount on this vehicle, bringing the price down to $27,000, it's actually closer to $12,000 because you also get a $15,000 fuel card. $15,000 fuel card plus 0% financing. They're almost giving them away. I mean, $67,000 vehicle reduced to $27,000, $15,000 in free fuel, 0% financing. It couldn't be any more insane, really, could it? Now, obviously, the reason for this is because demand for the Toyota Mirai basically demand for hydrogen-powered vehicles is just terrible. And the reason is people are starting to figure out that actually companies like Shell, big oil companies, are deciding to close their hydrogen refueling stations. They don't make enough money on them. It's just a business loss. And if you're making a loss on your business for 10 years now, many of these have been open for more than 10 years, eventually you say, well, enough is enough. Anyhow, there is actually a cheaper $50,000 Mirai. It's actually $50,200. That model as well, they'll give you a $22,000 discount on that model. So if you're going to buy one of these, you're better off getting the more expensive limited trim because that's basically the same price. Here's the thing though, of course, if fueling was difficult before, fueling will be even more difficult now. The Mirai is, of course, only sold in California, where most of America's small number of hydrogen refueling stations are located. Shell is closing 7 of its 55 refueling stations because of supply issues. Now, the truth is it's just making a loss. It's got 55 stations. Now, how long before Shell says, well, we're making a loss on all of these, we're going to shut all of them? Keep in mind, guys, one of these Shell refueling stations is only capable of refueling just under 50 cars. So once they've refueled 50 cars or less, they then have to shut the station and wait until a new fueling delivery arrives. It's kind of a strange business model. So, I mean, many people are saying a hydrogen-powered car is ever going to take off. Honda just revealed their new hydrogen-powered vehicle for the US market. Not just for the US, in fact, it's for other countries as well, but the US is a place where they're planning on selling it. It's actually a joint venture program with General Motors. Are Honda going to be able to sell these? I mean, realistically, here's the thing. There's an article that came out a few days ago on the most popular hydrogen website in the world. They say that no, hydrogen-powered cars will never, ever be a thing. Not this decade, not next decade, not any other decade. They believe hydrogen will play a big part, right? They believe it will play a big part in industry, a big part in many different sectors of the global economy, but not in cars. They're basically saying that Toyota is making a mistake, and you're making a mistake if you were to buy one of these cars because, well, the resale on them, for starters, is terrible. Two, you can't really drive them, and you can't drive them outside of California. Three, hydrogen is actually quite expensive. It's a lot more expensive than electricity. It doesn't have any major advantages either. It's not like these cars have a long range. They don't have a super long range. They only have about 260 miles of range. It's not really that great considering the fact that range anxiety would be a bit more significant if you're driving a hydrogen-powered car. You've got to find a hydrogen refueling station. But if you're driving an EV, you just have to find someone's house or an electricity cable spot, which in fact there's millions of them. On the other hand, driving this, if you were to get stranded, you could be in a lot of trouble. But either way, guys, it's an amazing discount. And if you love discounts, then go for it. My advice is steer well clear. Thanks for watching.